currently 8:12. The sunset is at 8:46. And I think it should get dark around 9:30. Hopefully I have like free enough time. But as most of everybody who watches me knows, I usually just talk. So I think that's what I'll be doing. Mixed with like tapping or something. My birds are in the background, so you might hear them eating, or I don't know if I'll be able to edit that out. Today it was quite windy, so it might be a little windy. I don't know if you'll hear it, but I think these kind of videos, when I like do like ASMR until or ASMR doing ASMR, get more videos of views, so honestly I don't know what to talk about, even though I want to talk about stuff. We are halfway through 2026 and I feel like I haven't accomplished anything. I feel like I'm in a rush and I don't know why. I think I've been more dealing with my anxiety than anything else. Which sucks, because I don't want to deal with it, but I have to. Like yesterday, I was beating myself up over the fact that I was bedrotting the entire day. Even though I feel like I was just exhausted. I felt like I was like, in a sense, seeing myself in third person, which I was told is a symptom of anxiety. And I was in bed trying to sleep, and I was like thinking all about how I need to accept the fact that like not every day is gonna be a great day, because in my mind I want to have like great days every day, but it's not possible. And I can't be in bed at like 1 in the morning thinking to myself, my day could have been better. I think we all need to sometimes accept the fact that not every day is going to be the best. And I'm still learning that, and it kind of sucks that I have to learn that. But yesterday I was just so tired. My eyes were so like blurry and they were stinging, and I just felt like I couldn't, you know. I don't know how to explain it, or if I'm explaining it good, but was meant to do last night, but I just couldn't be bothered. So I assume this video will be about an hour and a half, possibly, unless I get cut off too early, abruptly. My ring light is broken, so it might turn off halfway through, hopefully not. I took my dog for a walk shortly before filming, and it wasn't as windy as it is now. Let me actually check how windy it is right now. The gusts of wind are like 49 kilometers an hour. I don't know if that's a lot, but I assume it is. If it's like a pretty sunset tonight, because I'm looking out my window, if it's a pretty sunset tonight, I will probably stop recording and take a photo of it or something, and then come back to record. Because as you see in my mirror, I'm sitting like right in front of my window. Somebody commented the other day and they said they love my accent, and I thought to myself, I don't think my accent really comes through that much in whispers. It might, I don't know. When I say stuff like, I don't know, it does. I feel like my accent is more like prominent when I softly speak, which I haven't done in a while. I also posted some shorts the other day, I think 2 of them, and one got pretty good views. It was the guessing people's names one, and somebody commented on that if I was just watching Stranger Things recently, because I think I named Joyce, Mike, Will, Elle, Lucas, and I think Dustin in that video. And yeah, I had just finished watching season 5 that day, and while I was bedrotting yesterday, I started rewatching it from the start, and one thing I have to say is the first season was so good, like horror-wise and like effect-wise, it was pretty good compared to like season 5. I think season 5 felt rushed and felt like they didn't really know what they were doing. I haven't watched the documentary yet, but I'd seen a clip of it, and one guy suggested they add like demo dogs, demo pets, and demogorgons and all that stuff, like mind flares and everything to the you know, the abyss, I guess. And they just brushed him off. They were like, yeah, so anyways, like, why wouldn't you add like all the like demo the dogs and everything, and Demogorgons to that little, like, world. Because the entire first, second, third, and fourth season all depended on all of that. You know what I mean? And I feel like at the climax, the ending, they should have had them all there. So I just think it was rushed. I wasn't that much of a fan of it. I also think Will's coming out scene was like very rushed. I think they just wanted to like get it done with and then move on. And I know people are like, the scene went on for like 9 minutes. I feel like the script was rushed. Like, I've read scripts before, I've done like auditions, and I've even written scripts before. And from that point, like from that standpoint, I think the final season script was rushed. Not so much like part 1 of the final season, but more the second. And then I was on Twitter today, and I saw they're apparently got a mystery project in like works. So what I think happened was they're gonna make a real final episode. I'm not one of those like conspiracy theorists that think that they're gonna make a conformity gate episode, but I think they're gonna like, I don't even know. I don't know, but I think, yeah, they rushed that season. I feel like the end of season 4 was rushed too, but I don't remember much of that. And I'm only halfway through season 2 on my rewatch, so right now I have to say my favourite character has to be Nancy. She's like such a badass. Obviously, like, Joyce is special. I love that character. I was quoting something she said in season 1 when she was talking to Hopper about Will being missing all day today, and I can't say it on here because, you know, I can't really. But it was like when she was telling Hopper that Will was missing, and she was saying to Hopper what like Lonnie called Will, and I was like, that was just so funny to me. Not the fact that, you know, Lonnie was homophobic, but the fact like that, just how like Joyce said it. But Winona Ryder has been like one of my favourite actresses since I was a kid. So I had like the biggest crush on Winona Ryder before, you know, finding out that I was like, you know, gay. I still have a crush on Winona Ryder, even though, you know. I think that's enough talking about Stranger Things though. I've been talking about it for like 8 minutes. Jesus, doesn't really, you know. Oh, I can't spray through, I've got wires and stuff. I say that, but I sprayed it directly into like an outlet over there by accident. Whoopsies. just stained my jumper. A bold burst of juicy grape and sweet blueberry chewing gum in sugar candy. Sassy, vibrant, and bold, just like Violet Beauregard herself. It's the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory X Dust collab. Violet, you're turning violet. I swear they had candles like this. I should have bought a candle like it. I never actually use it as a body mist. I use it more as like a room spray. We've had like such insane bushfires around, and I think the sky's like orange from them. It sucks because all of the wildlife that's been like injured. I thought one day, hopefully, I get to be like there helping the wildlife. I was meant to volunteer at a shelter for dogs and cats, but I just keep getting busy with other stuff. Also, I'm trying to get a job at a job, sorry jump scare guys, but I need it for the money. But I also hate working. I really hate working. Like, I worked at Woolworths for like 3 years, and the pay was terrible. The management was terrible, and that's saying something because I was like management. In my final year, I became like part supervisor and a manager when none were in. But I was like, I didn't care much about like what people did. There was a rule that we weren't allowed to wear earphones while working after like the store closed, and I never enforced that. I didn't care. Like, I think the thing that made me quit though was when the manager, like the store manager, sat me down in his office and he was like, told me off because I had let a customer just walk out and steal. And the guy looked dangerous. I remember the guy looked dangerous. And like he wasn't like fully, all there. And I wasn't gonna risk my life for Woolworths. And I said that to the manager and he turned around and said to me that as a Woolworths worker, I have to make sure that that doesn't happen. And I said to him, what am I supposed to do? Chase down the guy, tackle him? And he said, well, no, but you're supposed to stop him. And I said, how? The guy was like 10 times bigger than me. So he ended up giving me a warning, and I turned around and came in the next day and was like, I'm not doing this anymore, I am quitting. And they tried to keep me working there, and I said no, because that is insane. What do you mean you wanted me to stop the guy who was like 10 times bigger than me and dangerous looking? So, also my workplace was very homophobic. So, and misogynistic. The wind is picking up. 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 I hate windy days. sky's like orangey purple. Sunset is in 10 minutes. I've been playing Minecraft lately. I've been learning the create mod, and it is difficult. Like, it's not difficult per se, but I'm playing a mod pack that makes like progression like 10 times harder, and you have to defeat you have to fight like bosses to, progress. I haven't even killed the netherite boss because it's like too difficult. So I've just been like building little factories and everything. And it's fun, but I want to progress because apparently after you kill the Ender Dragon, it's like, it gets way more difficult and more stuff, like unique things start spawning and everything. So I need to lock in, but I just haven't had the time to like fully sit down and like learn the meta items of the mod pack. I also bought a new game called Greedfall today. It's not a new game, it came out like 6 years ago, I would assume. But it's like, I don't even know what it's like. It was like $2 because it was on sale. But I'm thinking of refunding it because I've played like 5 minutes of it and I'm not really a fan of the combat. Or even the camera. And like, I even looked at there's like mods to fix the camera, or a way to like fix the camera, but I don't think there is. I get like motion sickness in some games because like the camera sucks. Like if like the field of view is too like close, I end up getting like motion sickness. So a lot of games I don't play because of that. So all I've been really playing is Minecraft, and that's really it. I want to get into like Terraria, but I remember playing that with like someone I used to be best friends with, and it was fun, but he did like everything and I was just there. And I feel like I would just be thinking about those times and be like, damn, I wish I was like playing with somebody right now. Because even like Minecraft gets boring alone. But I don't want to ask my friends if they want to play something with me. Every like 6 months, me and one of my friends who ended up moving long distance, we play a single match of something every 6 months. And it's like, we should probably do it more often, but none of us have time. Like, he's a lawyer, and, well, I guess he doesn't have time, but I do. But I don't mind, because it's like, it gives you something to look forward to. I think it'll be April when we're gonna play, I think, Destiny 2 again. We're gonna see how like shit Destiny 2 is going, because we used to play that all the time, and then they just got like really pay to win, and the DLC started costing like $150 each, and that's insane. Like, no one is paying that. Well, I did. I think I sunk so much money in Destiny 2 back in like 2022 and 2023. But then they ended up finishing the light and dark story, and it just got uninteresting after that. sky's like purple. I can't really see because I got a blind in the way, but there's like a little crack, and it's like purpley orange. But then this side is blue. But I don't even have. Hold on, wait. I might be able to see if somebody's posted on Facebook. I don't even use Facebook. There's a lot of storms at the moment. 3 minutes ago, somebody posted at 8:24. Nothing that pretty. But the sky is low-key, kind of pretty. I think I'm gonna go outside and have a look. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and to be honest, the sky doesn't look that pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Wait, you know what? It's not that pretty. Like, it's purpley, but you can't really even see it on the photo. I low-key hate phone cameras because they never capture anything like how they are to the eyes. I feel like the white balance is always off, and I hate that. I'm sure I'll go on Instagram after I'm done filming, and it'll be like somebody who's like way over there on that side somewhere, and they'll post, and the sunset will be really pretty, but we kind of live in a hole, so we're like lower, and also there's a whole heap of sheds in the way that get in the way of sunsets and everything, so I think that's something I will not miss when we move. I just never stopped talking, do I? I was at an appointment with my career specialist, so she kind of helps me like get ready for working and help with anxiety and do like mock interviews and stuff. And she was typing on her laptop, and for some reason watching her like typing gave me tingles, and it was making me like feeling sleepy. Mind you, this was at like 11:30 in the morning. So I feel like that's such a weird way of like getting ASMR. I was like entranced in like watching her type. I told her about my YouTube channel, and she was like, "Do you earn money from it?" And I said like, "Very rarely." And she said, "Why don't you like try promote it more?" And I was like, "Because I don't really care about the money. I just like filming and just talking to a camera." Also, like, it kind of gets my confidence up because of like the work I want to end up doing eventually. I think I've gotten like so much more confident in front of a camera though than what I was when I first started. I remember I started my channel in about May 2024. It was either like the 26th or the 27th of May, or even the 25th, maybe a little before, but my first video was a cologne rating, perfume rating video, and I was like so nervous. I was using, funnily enough, these earphones. second video might have been a haircut ASMR. I can actually just check. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was like nervous, and I was worried about what people would think of me. No, my second video was a tapping, hand sounds and whispering. My second video was a haircut roleplay. Wait, I want to go to my first video and see what I was like. Imagine, like, it's me. Back when I wore an earring. I was tapping on the Veronica's perfume. I remember that. I never, like, smiled or anything. Oh wait, I smiled. Wait, why did the lighting miraculously change? I kinda looked cute. I was so nervous. My hair was long though. I did not like the Veronica's perfume apparently, and I wasn't gonna spray it because it would smell horrible. I remember I just bought it for the bottle, and because I was a fan of the Veronica's. Well, I still am, but I was a bigger fan at the time when I bought it. Wait, what about my second video? Oh, I remember. I remember my second video. I don't have a rock with me now, like a stone, but I remember I was doing this with a rock. And also tapping on my snow globe. This snow globe. Okay. It's from Sovereign Hill. I feel like I'm recreating my first videos. I then found out tapping on the bottom kinda sounds like Legos. In a way. That feels like so long ago, like I can't believe that was just a year and a half ago. It is starting to get dark. Let me turn my light off. Hopefully I can turn it on again. But as you can see, it is getting dark. There's like barely any light coming from the window. It's still like grey skies though. I wonder what time it'll get dark at. My guess is 9:30. Don't tell my friends I said this, but I actually hate summer. Like, it's fun because it's sunny. Well, our summer has not been sunny at all, but usually it's sunny. But I love when it gets dark early, because I used to always go for like walks during like winter and spring, or like autumn, mid-autumn, like before it got dark, the sunsets would be pretty, but I don't like really leaving the house after like 8 or 7:30 because a lot of crime happens around us and there's always somebody yelling in the street or someone creepy. Like once I remember I left the house at like 9 o'clock to go to a friend's house and I walked, like this was around like COVID era, and I walked over to the house and I think I was walking home at about 12 o'clock, and mind you they don't live far, they live like they live in like the suburb over, which is literally like a 30-minute walk. So I was walking home at like 12 a.m. and this guy in a car, he stopped me and he ended up being like, he was asking for like directions to a place he had just come from, and he was like telling me to get closer to the car because he can't hear me. He was telling me to get closer to the car because he can't hear me, and I thought he's asking me for directions to a place he just came from. That seems a bit sus. And he ended up like getting really like violent and angry, started sounding like very angry, and he was like, just get near the car, and I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not doing that. So like he ended up like starting to get out of the car, and at that point I was already like running because what the fuck. And yeah, and it's very dangerous to go into like the park near my house at night, but I think the park was much safer than like being with it on a footpath, if that makes sense, because he can't drive his car into the park. But then all of a sudden, as I was like midway into the park, he must have like a dirt bike or something, and he was riding the dirt bike to the park. Luckily I live like 10 minutes away from the park, and I know like the people that live around us, so I was just like, I went to one of their houses, but ever since then I have not really left the house at night, unless of course I'm like in the city at like 9 o'clock, which is very rare, and I end up taking a train home, and the closest station is like 5 minutes away from my house. But I think leaving the house is just at night time is not something I like doing. And I have a friend who leaves the house and goes for random walks at like 9 o'clock, which is insane. And she's like told me that people have like stopped her and yelled at her and like everything, and I was like, but why do you leave the house at that time? And she said, because the walks are peaceful. Are they? Are they peaceful if you're getting like chased or like threatened? So it's like, and I mean it's like that anywhere, because what can you do, I can't even remember what I was talking about at first. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm low-key a liar, because some of my friends have asked me, have I watched Heated Rivalry yet? And I say, oh yeah, I have. I've been meaning to watch it, scenes. Obviously, I'll watch it eventually, but I think there was just a bird that seemed like it was weirdly flying. I'll watch it eventually, but like, can you give me some time? And it's been out for like 2 months, I think. And I was like so excited for it to come out because I've read the book. And I just couldn't be bothered. Okay, once again, I am back. My dogs were barking and I have no idea what. I have these USBs. I think this USB has my first ever modeling headshots on them, and I never look at it because I was like 17 and I don't like looking at myself when I was 17. And I think this USB has photos of my dog that passed away 4 years ago. My boy, my beautiful boy. I remember. Wait, then what is this? I think this is a USB to a keyboard. I remember in one of my videos, I've also got the bell from one of my cat's collars. I think I'm just going to put that down. I was doing a video with a bracelet of mine, an amethyst bracelet, and it was like crushing them and stuff, and the elastic broke and went everywhere. I think I still kept it on the channel somewhere. I think it was one of my favourite triggers I ever did, along with like cutting with scissors, but I've not used scissors in a video in so long. It's 9:01 at the moment, and it is getting darker. One thing I wish I could get into is like ASMR gaming. I've got like, I think 2 videos or 1 video on my channel of me playing Minecraft, and I just never picked it up again. I think even though I don't really care that much about views, nobody was watching it anyway. And also you could hear the keyboard clicks and everything, which I wasn't a fan of. Like, I remember being 10 or 11 or 12. I was young, and I remember I was trying to be like a YouTube gamer, a gaming YouTuber, and like no one would subscribe to my channel or like anything, and I was like, oh, okay. So fast forward 10 years later and I'm on YouTube for like 2 years now, doing ASMR. And I think the good thing about that is I learned not to really care too much if videos perform well or not. Like, if they do, great. If they don't, I can't do much, you know what I mean? Like, there's some videos that I thought would be like bangers. I really thought they'd be like really good because I enjoyed like filming them, like the meta support roleplay. And at the time, within like a day or two of uploading, it got like no views, and I was like, well, I enjoyed making it. I enjoyed like everything, like, you know. So I didn't really care, but yeah, I really like the idea of like doing shorts that are like brain rot, in a sense. Like, my sister wants me to do a short where it's like ASMR, but you're hallucinating and I like disappear and like images come on the screen and stuff. But I'm just like, I don't know how I'd go about doing that. I think it would be fun though. I think my second favourite video I've done was the Gino cosplay, because I remember doing the makeup on my face and that was just fun. Because like I was able to be creative and everything. I feel like I could have done more of a roleplay aspect to it, but it was like 12 in the morning and I was tired. And I think I just wanted to go to bed. So I don't even know what I'm gonna be for this Halloween. I think my other favourite was the Christmas one in 2024. I think it was the one where I found out that the cinnamon sticks made like such a nice noise to like tap on and scratch on. So I'm gonna put those down. But I've made quite a few videos. I think I've got like 70 videos. And some of them I feel like were just mass produced in a sense, just to like get videos out there. And I realized that I didn't like that. I didn't like the constant 10 to 15 minute videos. I really like the longer videos where I get to talk and it can just be on in like the background for like somebody, if they need somebody there. Or I think 10 to 15 minute videos are fun for like maybe every now and then, or if I can't do long form content, but I like doing more long term. Like, some videos are so long on my channel. When I say that, they're only like an hour and a half or so. I know my Minecraft video is about 2 hours because it got to an hour and there was still more I wanted to do, and then I just lost track of time. I can't even remember what I talked about in that one. Like, I really applaud the creators who do like videos every second day, and it's like a new idea, it's a new kind of roleplay. Like, I've completely blanked on her name, which is funny because I watch her like all the time. Let me go and have a look at my subscriptions. Oh, ASMR Berlin. always has like a new fun video out. I think my favourite one recently was the 40-minute fast ASMR medical exam. I don't know, I like that one. And then last night I was on TikTok at like 12 in the morning and I came across a ASMR artist who did like creepy ASMRs, and she did like ASMR but you've like stumbled on an infomercial channel at 2 AM and it was selling you like cursed items, and that was so fun to watch. Like, I really like when creators do that, but I'm like too nervous to like branch out and do that. And I'm hoping eventually I'm not, because I want to make like unique videos as well as like longer kinds of videos. One thing I have beef with is the YouTube AI that tells you like current trends. There was like I was going through it because I was like checking through my channel and updating stuff, and it was like, here's an idea for you, my real name is not Luke, it's this. And it was like, first of all, how does it know that my real name isn't Luke? That's weird. Like, yeah, I've said it in a video, I think ages ago, but what? I just thought that was funny, like very weird. And I'm not like the biggest fan of AI. I think generative AI and like AI for that sort of stuff is terrible. Like, I was talking to a friend the other day about AI, and right after we finished like a conversation, I went to watch Reels, and someone in a comment section was turning around saying AI is so great, and everyone was disagreeing because obviously it's not. It's horrible for the planet and it's horrible for ecosystems and like everything. So I click on this person's comment, like account. I go onto their account and they have AI'd themselves to look Korean, which is insane. I thought, what is wrong with people? And they were like posting and they were like, this is the real me, and it's like very clearly not, because you know how AI has that airbrushed watercolor like look to it, and there's always some irregularity, almost uncanny valley like to it. It looks soulless, I guess. And I was like, yeah, no. I'm just not a fan of like the whole AI thing, and they say AI is gonna take our jobs. I hope not, because it's terrible. And the world is already going to like shit. We don't need to add more stuff to it, you know. But yeah, it's getting so dark. Like, wait, let me like turn the camera around. It's like almost nighttime. I don't know if you could see, but hopefully I didn't just like mess up the recording. But there's still like bluishy grey in the sky. I think my prediction for 9:30 was right, because it's 9:13 right now. So I can hear a train. I started retinol the other day, and about my skin, you can't tell because I've been like trying to repair it and like soothe it, but I started retinol about 4 days ago, and as you can tell, it's fine now, but I've got like so much of like my soothing moisturizer on because it was burning. And don't get mad at me, but I don't really wear sunscreen because sunscreen also burns my skin. Like, my skin hates it. And I'm gonna go see a dermatologist about that eventually, sometime in February. But yeah, so my skin's like very shiny. Usually I like get a tissue and like blot it, but it's not like shiny oily, it's like shiny damaged, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. I was talking to my mum the other day about skincare and like how much money I've spent on like skincare in like the past. I used to have like a 20-step skincare routine, and I would do like 20 steps of skincare, which is insane, and it was expensive, and like no one needs 20 steps of skincare. And I was saying how funny it is because nowadays I only do like 3 products on my face and that's it. I think back a couple years ago I was so scared of like aging, and there was always something I wanted to fix, and I was like very insecure. But like for the past year or so I've just been like, I don't need to focus on things that, you know, don't really matter. I think I was seeking external validation instead of like trying to be okay and comfortable. I thought the more products I used, the younger I'd look, the more someone would want me, and that's just not true. So, also, 20 products is so damaging to the skin. There was like 2 acids and like so much random stuff that I didn't need, and I think I looked older then than what I do now. I think at the time, because I was drinking, I was trying to combat the effects that drinking had on my face with skincare products, and it wasn't until I got sober that, you know, the effects that drinking had went away. So it wasn't skincare related at all. But I just thought it was so funny that I actually have my skincare that I use here. This wasn't a segue into like what skincare I had. I completely forgot. Like, this is my moisturizer. It is literally a body moisturizer, but it works for the face. And I honestly just use hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary because it's like $20. It's cheap. And then I use these toner pads. Like, these are so good. And that's really it, besides cleanser, which I don't have with me, but it's literally micellar water. But also this was the retinol I started, the La Roche-Posay retinol. I gotta say, I think it's good, but I need to be slow with it. I think I'm always like, oh, and in the mornings I use this caffeine serum for my eyes, and then at night I use this for my eyes, which I think this helps, but this like literally wakes me up, like my under eyes up, because I get like really bad eye bags, and like, yeah, like swollen under eyes when I wake up, and that like gets rid of it. But honestly, other than that, I don't think I need anything else. Like, I think they discontinued this moisturizer, so I had to buy it on Amazon, which I hate is that? What is that colour? I forgot to moisturize my neck today, so I'm doing it on camera. Yay. I get red so easy, like what? But yeah. Also, it has gotten dark, so I think 5 more minutes, and then the video will be over. I was yapping so much in this video, what the hell? I guess it gave me a reason not to check my phone, because I'm always like checking it. One thing I do is I use Vaseline for my lips. Like, I always used to use like some random lip balm, and it would damage my lips so much. Like, I think they're designed to like damage the lips, so you buy more of it. But Vaseline works like so good. And now I got all over my hands and it's gross. My sister just texted me, when are you finishing? So I'm gonna tell her in about 5 minutes time. I also just realized she sent me TikToks that I have not looked at. So I guess I should end up wrapping up the video. One thing I've done that I really like when it comes to like finishing my videos is doing a countdown. I think that's really nice. I've only done it in like 2 videos, but I really liked how it ended up, so I'm not going to finish the video yet, but I will start counting down, and I'm almost done. I really enjoy like the filming, having a goal, whether it's like filming till my sleeping pills kick in, or filming till the sun sets. I really want to like film a video doing a sunrise at like a beach, but I never ever get up before the sun rises, so I feel like that's impossible. Maybe eventually, because I'd have to walk down to the beach, which is only like also 45 minutes away, but it just feels like a long walk. I've seen those people who do filming, like doing ASMR until the ice melts or until the candle goes out. I feel like with the candles I've got, I'd be filming for like 6 hours. But I also low-key want to do like a live one day, eventually. I just feel like I'd get one viewer and it would be like one of those awkward lives with like one viewer, and it's like someone joins and it's very awkward, and then I'd be like, hey, and then they're like awkward and feel like they're being held hostage in my life. This is how my anxiety works. Which is funny, but I think